Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Activities for People Living with Dementia. We're proud to offer this series with funding from the Area Agency on Aging and the United Way of Tarrant County. God bless them. Some of our programs are recorded and some are made available for viewing through our YouTube channel for future use. I am Martha Brown, your host for today's activities. Today, we're doing Flashback. And just for your information, tomorrow will be TCU Frog Bingo.
All right.
All right. Let's get Flashback's picture behind us and we can get going. Now, Martha, can you
Miss
do that
Woodstock.
again? What's that, Penny?
I missed Woodstock.
He's in the floor. I have a floor fan going and he likes the way it feels. And he sits there and takes a nap in front of the fan.
Oh,
But if I was trying to take a picture of him, he'd move. I've tried it many times. But he's just cute. Yeah.
Oh, I know what that is.
Tell us what it is, Don.
ice cream.
It's an old ice cream maker.
And yeah.
I don't see it.
Oh man, I do.
I do. There's the handle.
There it is. I see
There
it
it
now.
is. Okay.
That's an old one too.
That's an old. Yeah, we had to take turns sitting on
Yeah.
it.
Uh-huh.
And cranking.
I did too. I didn't crank, but I had to sit on it.
Yeah.
First my little brother, then me, then my sister, then my older brother.
And that was so it wouldn't jump around on the table, right?
Well, no, it'd be outside in the backyard.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, it keeps the beaters down in the canister.
Uh-huh.
Well, it keeps it from flopping, so Daddy can turn the handle.
Yeah.
Mhm. I used to want to turn the handle, but I never wanted to turn it when it was tough.
Yeah. I
Oh
know.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Who had a favorite flavor?
Oh, ours was always vanilla.
Mine is whatever come out of the machine.
You and me both. That's me. I liked them all.
Penny's clapping at
We
that.
used
I
to
guess.
do cream de mint.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
We never did
Never
make
had it.
anything like that.
Nope, we didn't either.
We just had
Mhm.
plain vanilla and peaches and strawberries, I think.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
that's good too.
Yeah, we did.
And chocolate.
Oh, I never thought about chocolate. Now, we weren't rich enough to have chocolate at our house other than chocolate syrup for the white milk.
Well, I
What
think
did-
that's what he put in there was the
I'm sorry to
chocolate.
say, that's the only thing I know you can make it out of.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
syrup.
I don't think you can use cocoa powder for it.
Ah, now that would be a challenge, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
To make a syrup out of cocoa powder.
Yeah.
But doesn't that look like it's been road hard and put away wet?
That does. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always liked that the wire hole's up the top because it was just an interesting thing that the wire was there so it'd come out when it got too high.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'd forgotten
And
about
it always
that.
get clogged up by ice cubes too.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that memory, Don.
Your
Yeah.
daddy didn't leave. My daddy left a screwdriver in it.
I know.
And you just pushing the screwdriver in and out.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. He was a smart man, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Mm-mm. Did anybody ever have an electric one?
Oh yeah, my parents. That's the only kind my parents ever had. And,
Yeah.
And they stopped using it when ice cream became more cost effective to buy at the grocery store.
Yeah, no kidding. Mm-hmm.
Somebody made us ice cream here for New Year's Day.
Oh, that's nice.
The
Nice.
strawberry was very good. For our
What
plate,
flavor was it?
Strawberry.
Mm. This is the time of year for strawberries, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm glad you said that. I need to get some then.
Mm.
We have a Brahms down the street, 4 blocks.
Most of the
Might as well
time,
get-
most time when I get strawberries at the store, they're not any good.
Right.
Brahms has good ice cream.
They do. The
Yeah, but
strawberries
just-
just aren't good unless you make them yourself.
But just strawberries.
Sweet sherbet,
out of
though.
the-
Sherry lime sherbet.
Cherry lime sherbet.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
You're getting fancy,
Sherbet.
Penny. I like that.
I like sherbet.
Mm. Penny,
That's
do
not
you
ice cream.
uh-huh. Penny, do you ever walk down to the Brahms?
No, it's 4 blocks,
Yeah,
Four
it's a
blocks,
pretty
okay,
long
yeah.
way.
4 long blocks, but
Yeah.
they take me there. My neighbor takes me there. I go get groceries there because they're pretty good.
They are
Okay,
pretty
good.
good. I bought
They got-
groceries there.
They
Mhm.
got good hamburger meat and good potatoes and eggs. My friend went Sunday and bought me some groceries. She bought the most beautiful apples back. She's 72. I'm older than most people here, I think.
Uh-huh.
That makes me think, this morning I went to Waffle House and had breakfast,
Uh-huh.
and there was this 21-year-old kid guy, and he just kept coming over and talking to me. And our last, you could tell I was getting ready to leave, and on our last conversation, he said, "Would you mind if I bought you breakfast?"
Oh, well, that's nice.
I
Not at
said,
all.
"Not at all. That's fantastic."
Wow.
I can't pronounce his name. It started with a K. So he's not from Hawaii, but his lineage is Hawaiian.
Okay,
And
Cool.
so I can't tell you what his name was.
that's nice of him. That's very nice of him.
Yeah, oh yes, I thought it'd be a great story to tell.
Yeah, it is.
Sure is,
Yeah.
yeah. I was reading an article this week about how a person can choose to be happy, and one way to be happy is to do one little sweet thing every day for somebody else.
That's right.
Yeah. You give away your love and it comes back to you. So you just shared his love with all of us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go Dusty. I love it. Oh, who was a seamstress?
Yeah,
Well, we had to take, back in the day, you had to take home ec
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did.
and you had to make something.
no, I didn't
Yeah.
ever have to take home ec.
Well,
This
no,
The girls.
This
did.
reminds me, I had a apron that a friend of mine's mother made me. In the pocket, she made it like a heart and then had my name written on it.
Well, that's nice.
Oh,
It was so cute. I guess it burnt in the house because I know I kept it.
So Meyer, did you have a sewing machine for doing this with, or did you just have hand needles?
I had a sewing machine. Well, we had to do it in class too.
yeah, we
Yeah.
did it in
Yeah.
class. Uh-huh. An apron
And
was
the
the very
first thing
first.
you make is a pillow.
Yes, it was. And you know, the lady who taught us was left-handed, and to this day, I still sew left-handed, even though I'm right-handed.
Serious?
You know, if
You're
I'm
supposed to be-
darning something,
What was her name?
Elizabeth Stosko.
Stoskopf. Oh yeah, I remember that name.
Well, you're supposed to sit in front of the left-handed person, and then it's right-handed to you. Because I'm left-handed, and my daughter can crochet because she sat in front of me, and
Ah.
I taught her how to crochet.
Well, everybody else could do that, but I couldn't do it that way, so I sew left-handed.
So she's
Well, that's good.
ambidextrous.
That's good.
Yeah, it is. Myra, I sew left-handed too.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all make me feel good.
Who all has made an apron in their life?
We didn't make an apron.
No? What did you make, Myra?
We had to make a blouse, and then we had to make a straight, like a shirt dress.
Wow, that was a big project.
I didn't say you could wear them, but you had to make them.
I
And then-
remember my mother cutting out the patterns. I don't remember
Yeah.
what she was making, but I'm sure it was clothes for her to wear.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. As far back as when I learned to read, probably in the first grade or second grade, my mother would be at the sewing machine and she'd say, "Come over here and read me the instructions."
Ah,
I don't know
Oh,
whether,
wow.
I don't know whether she was trying to give me something to do or if she just didn't want to get up from the machine, but it doesn't matter.
or maybe
So-
she
so
just
Mara,
wanted you
okay.
to practice your reading.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah. And then she'd say, okay, stop. Because when you're making a pattern, you don't read but about 4 or 5 words, and then it gives you something to do.
Yep.
Her,
Yeah.
her and her sister also made patterns.
Oh, how interesting,
Wow.
Dusty.
I can't tell you how they did it or nothing, but
Did they have a mannequin? One of those dummies?
I don't think
Yeah.
so, but I wouldn't swear to it.
Okay, that's good, because if you said that you were the dummy, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
that'd be bad.
No,
Yes.
I didn't have to wear any of the dresses or nothing.
Well, that's a good thing, Dusty,
Yeah.
unless it was something you really, really wanted to do.
Oh,
And then it'd
You
really
know,
be bad.
Like for me to tell you what happened to my poor mother when she was sewing.
Of course, Nan.
She was sewing and she had her little drawer was out, and a snake popped its little head up, and mother thought that one of us kids had put a rubber snake in her drawer.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it starts sticking its tongue out. She slams the door shut and rolls out her sewing machine out on the front porch, and then hollers at all the neighbor ladies, and they all come down to kill the snake. But how it got in the house and got in her sewing machine, that was weird.
Oh my goodness. How
Uh-huh.
old were you, Nan?
Oh gosh, I probably was first, second grade.
Mm-hmm. Pretty young.
Snakes
Yeah.
can get in a pretty small hole.
Yes, they can, kind of like mice.
Oh,
Yeah,
mice
I
can
know.
get in a
I know. I
smaller hole.
caught a snake one day, a baby one, and I put it in a jar. And mother didn't know for sure what it was, and she says, "No, you don't touch that." Come to find out, it was a baby copperhead.
Oh, well.
Ooh.
But
Wow.
I knew to grab it by its head. When I was a kid, I wasn't scared of anything until I got old enough to know better.
I
Yeah.
can see that about you, Nan. I can see that about you.
Oh.
Yeah. Get 'em. What's next here?
oh,
Oh,
Nancy,
Nancy.
And
Sluggo.
Sluggo.
I like them.
Sluggo, and what's the girl?
Nancy.
Nancy and Sluggo, okay.
It's
Yeah.
Nancy. Yeah.
Uh-huh. What does that take you back to?
Long
Oh,
time.
yeah. The Sunday paper.
Yes, Dusty.
Oh, don't forget his shoe out there.
Oh, I thought she was talking about the picture.
I
So
did.
I remember Nancy and Sluggo when I was
Yeah.
a kid reading the comics, but they went away. They were not. They did not. They did not last. I mean, Popeye lasted longer than they did in the comics.
They did. They did. And interestingly, Nancy has a fro.
Yeah.
And I never noticed she had a fro until now.
And I never thought about it.
I didn't either.
I just
didn't
thought she had
either.
curly hair.
You just
Might have
never
been-
know. And
You
she
Might have
was,
been just easier to draw.
yeah, she was eating ice cream from that ice cream machine we were looking at earlier.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I thought she
Good
was so
memory.
cute.
What do you think?
Penny loafers.
Uh-huh.
Han enseñado cosas del tiempo pasado.
I remember those. I never did have any.
Yeah, my feet weren't made for them.
Really? Tell me about that, Nan.
Basically, I have fat feet,
I do too.
and those suckers, to get the length that I needed, they were too tight at the front.
Yeah. Across the place where the penny goes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Just did not fit.
Mm-mm.
I'm pretty sure my mother got me a pair of these. I barely remember them, although all I remember is they were brown, and I had a very tarnished penny that I put in each one of them.
Ooh. And we were never
Right.
broke.
I think they had tassels on them too.
Yeah,
Oh, my goodness.
Had what on it?
Tassels. This is a little
Tassels.
Oh,
picture.
tassels. Yeah,
Mhm.
I remember those.
yeah.
For some reason, I remember the word Weegians.
Wedges.
Weegians. That must have been a brand.
Oh,
Well, maybe that was just in my neighborhood.
I don't remember that.
Never mind. Well, all right. Penny loafers, moving on.
the Waltons.
Mm-mm. Wonder what they were looking at.
They were looking at the grandpa.
Uh-huh.
Maybe Grandpa fell.
Yeah, grandpa fell down.
I remember thinking that she was old. Even the mother, that she was old when I was watching the Waltons. And now she just looks like she's just sweet and fresh faced
Yes.
And
I don't
younger
mind-
than
Did you
us.
guys watch the Waltons?
and younger than us, Nan. What was that, Dusty? What was that, Dusty?
I didn't say anything.
That was Myra and I talking. Neither one of us ever watched the Waltons.
Okay. Penny, you're on mute. Did you ever watch the Waltons?
Oh, I still watch them. They're on YouTube and
Oh,
power stations. I love
okay.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night, Marianne.
them.
Good night, Mama.
Yes.
Not y'all.
Ah, I love it.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
He's on TV too,
Yeah.
on Rewind. Elf.
Penny,
Alf,
that's so neat that you have all these currently.
I
I
don't
really
have
like
cable.
Alf.
And they got a new channel called Catchy.
Yeah, that's
they-
Al. Love Al.
I do too.
Isn't he cute?
He really is.
You can't get them on regular cable, those channels, the old channels.
That.
I don't have regular cable.
I don't have cable. I only have HD.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay.
I have nothing but, I don't pay for cable. I mean, I don't have cable. Can't
But
afford it.
what channel is it on, Penny?
I have just regular TV,
Oh, that's
like
left.
55 and 55, 2, 1 and 2. And 39, 33, some of those channels, those regular HD channels that are free.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I got a lot of channels now. They got Catchy Rewind, Me TV 1 and 2, Channel 4, 5, 8, 11. 11 has a lot of channels.
Oh my. Well, I'm glad you can see Alf.
When I can see all.
Mm-hmm.
What else do I want this?
Alf is
Oh,
always
Mork
getting
and
in
Mindy.
trouble. What was
Oh,
that?
Mork and
Mork
Mindy.
and Mindy. Yeah.
Wow. That was his first big show.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I love Mark and Mindy.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I think they're on like 33 something.
So Alf, I could relate to because he was a space alien, and he got to sit around the house and
Get in
do,
trouble.
get in trouble. Yeah. So I
Mhm.
can
I
relate
was
to that.
worried about he's gonna get the cat and eat it.
Yeah.
Remember the Jetsons?
Yeah,
Robinson
yeah.
the
family?
Jetsons. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
them too, and the Robinson family in space.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Warning,
I
Will
don't sit here and watch
Robinson.
television all day long, but once in a while when I turn it on, some of the stuff will be on.
You got
Yeah.
a lot of fun there, Penny.
Yeah, so I don't get out much out of here except on Wednesday, bingo.
Yeah. And when
I
they
have to
have
go to the doctor.
potluck. And when
We
they
do
have
potluck bingo.
potluck. Yeah. Okay. We
I
showed
remember
this
that. I need
pink,
them and that.
we showed
Yeah.
pink. We showed pink dippity doo last time and I
Yeah, we
found us
did.
a
Yep.
green jar. Somebody said they thought they remembered green dippity doo. So there you go.
Oh, somebody knocked it over and didn't pick it back up.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Una compañía de él, charter.
It looks like the green was extra hold. Who remembers Dippity Doo?
I
Inside.
remember it.
No.
My aunt used it. I can't think of anything else about it.
Yeah.
The guys might have used the green to have that mohawk look.
I bet they did.
La saqué, la puse.
Yeah.
The only hair product I had was Brill Cream.
Yeah,
And
Little
that's a
Hallelujah.
good product.
A little
Little
dab.
hallelujah.
and it did. It only took just a little dab.
Yep.
Oh. Uh,
I remember I used to use wild root cream oil, right? It was commercial wild root cream oil, Charlie, or something.
Wild root.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a new one on me.
You don't know that one?
I don't. I'm gonna have to
It
look
was-
that one
It was,
up.
it was white liquid.
Mm-hmm.
I think you had it was in a bottle that you screwed the top off. I think I'm not sure about that.
Uh-huh.
You ever use that, Don?
No, did not.
Mm-mm.
I stopped using, I didn't have to use Brill Cream after I was like in the 6th grade with my, maybe it's the 3rd, 4th grade. Then my mom started growing my hair out.
Was
well,
that
I'm
in the
talking-
Was that the Beatles era?
No, I did not have a Beatles cut. It was when I say growing my hair out, I mean like if it touched my ears, it needed to be cut, but it was still growing out.
Now you had that large afro kind of a cut there for a while.
Oh, I did when I was in college. I'll have to show you a picture of that sometime. Me when I was courting Myra in my polyester shirt and my big bell bottom pants.
Mm. In the Nehru jacket or the leisure suit?
What?
Yep.
I had that, but this picture was without that.
Uh-huh. Just saying Dippity Doo brings a lot of history, doesn't it?
Yes.
Now, speaking of old clothing,
Breasted suits.
we don't see that much anymore.
No.
No, you don't see many suits, period, anymore.
Mm-mm. No.
Unless you go to some big office or, yeah, maybe 2 or 3 guys wear them to church.
Uh-huh. Maybe, if you're lucky.
I don't remember seeing anybody in a suit this morning. Or what?
This is Monday.
Yesterday morning.
Yeah,
Oh, crazy.
that's all right. We understand. I've been watching some reruns of Alfred Hitchcock, and in the late 50s and early 60s, all of the men on the programs wore
Ya no hay
suits.
carro porque el yellow train. That's James Stewart.
Or, yeah.
Couldn't think of his last name. Thank you, Penny.
Yes.
So this looks like is what I pictured every lawyer wore back in the 50s.
Jimmy Stewart. I think this is when goes to Washington, Mr. Smith.
Yeah,
goes to
that's what I was
Washington.
just gonna say, I bet.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
that's a handsome jacket, isn't it?
It looks heavy, doesn't it? Looks thick.
It does, like wool. Mm-hmm. And boy, you could fly with those wings.
And he's got a lot of Brill cream on that hair.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He does, yeah. I bet it wasn't fun to run your fingers through that.
Oh,
You don't ever watch that Family Feud?
yeah. You know, that makes me think about something I think about. You're dating or something and you just love running your fingers through the hair.
Mhm.
And then 5 minutes later, find her hair laying on the drink. Oh, what hair! You know, I never did understand that.
Dos grandes
Oh, my goodness. And look at that tie.
Como así como va la papa.
Mm,
El tomate también. Puede ser
that's a
una-
bright one. Okay, who had Portable radio.
Transistor radio.
Mhm.
Everybody,
My first one was about that size too.
Yeah,
This was Radio Shack, wasn't it? Realistic?
oh,
I think
Yeah.
it was, yeah. Mine was a Panasonic.
Oh, you were uptown.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that makes me think about the flying purple people eater.
I know.
That was the right time. Dusty, that was the right time.
One-eyed, one-horn flying
On
purple
purple
people.
people.
That's right.
eaters. Purple people.
That's an
eaters.
AM FM one, and it's integrated circuits. So that
Ooh.
means it was transistor. That's what transistors were.
Yeah. No tubes.
No tubes.
What does integrated mean?
It means it's a bunch of transistors connected together so that they can read the radio waves in the air and translate them into to the different channels.
Ah. Okay. Those little things that look like spiders.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, ando buscando su perita.
Did anybody ever work with electronics? Welding?
Not welding,
Soldering.
Soldering.
soldering, yes.
Soldering, I've done some soldering.
Yeah.
Guitar, plug,
Señor.
Amplifier?
guitar cords that you plug into the amplifier. They're bad about coming loose at the end, and you solder them back sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
most
started
of
all
them,
kinds of things. Yeah.
yeah,
Like
they're
what,
easy
Don?
though. 'Cause Go ahead, Don.
Well, since I was a electrical engineer to start with, made a whole bunch of things. I made a voltmeter, and I had projects that would I'd have to solder together to show that I got my to demonstrate the design that I was working on, and
Mm-hmm.
I soldered. We had a black and white TV that was like 12 inches. I think I soldered some wires on to hook them back up the right place.
Oh, that tube
A
TV we
tube,
had.
yeah, tube TV, yeah.
Well, how interesting. What did it change when you soldered it?
It made the connections better.
Ah, okay. That
My
makes
dad was a TV repairman, and he smelled like solder when he came home from work.
Oh, those memories, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. I bet he had some good stories to tell about who he saw and what he did all day.
No, he never talked about that.
Really?
Nope.
Okay. Wasn't like the milkman, huh?
No, he was Sears and Roebuck's.
Mm-hmm.
Sears, yeah.
Mhm.
But he never talked about. I remember him working on all my grandparents and aunts and uncles' TVs, but he never talked about what he did at work.
Ah, okay.
For him, it was boring, I'm sure.
Well, it might have been if that's what he did all day, if he didn't see many people.
Yeah.
Well, I learned how old were you, or what year was it when transistors came into your life?
Who, me?
Anybody?
Oh.
Yeah, Don, what year was it? You must have been a child. It was the late 50s when I remember one. My brother got one for Christmas in 1959.
I think I got a transistor radio in the late 60s.
Mm-hmm.
The Panasonic
Yeah.
one.
teenage
Yeah.
years,
Teenage, yeah.
Yeah.
teenager.
Uh-huh. Oh my goodness. Those were the days. And that was before the boombox, which I've never understood.
I understood it. It just they liked loud music.
Yeah.
I had a stereo that I played lots of loud music on, so I didn't need a boombox.
So you didn't have to stand outside and hold your boombox up
no.
for Myra.
Probably I called the three.
Speaking of radios, let's go back in time.
No
Did he?
kidding.
That desk looks like a craftsman desk.
Yeah.
I'm on the Dementia.
And how exciting for the two of them, a father and son probably,
Yeah.
to be together listening to the radio.
I wonder if they're down in Roosevelt as he's giving his fireside chats or something.
I bet he was, yeah.
Yeah, that looks older than us.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah.
definitely is, yeah. That precedes, Penny, you claim to be the oldest one in the group, and I'm not sure how old you are, but was that radio before your time? Penny,
She's talking to her house,
never mind. Never mind. Talking to her housekeeper.
But I mean, that sort of radio had tubes in it.
Yeah.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My granddaddy had a way back in the 50s
Mhm.
console. It was a, floor
Big,
model. It had
yeah.
all on the floor, yeah.
Floor model, yeah.
And
Well,
he sat there every night and listened to Herbert W. Armstrong, The World Tomorrow. The preacher. Yeah,
seems like to me, I remember one probably about that wide or a little wider that stood up tall.
Uh-huh. Sat on the floor.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Oh, I think we have a picture somewhere of a family sitting around a radio.
What?
It's a little different view of radios.
I don't know what they eat.
Oh, who remembers Little Dot?
not me.
Not
No.
me.
No,
Barely.
No.
no, somebody please remember Little Dot.
Vaguely.
I
Okay,
do.
I guess Little
Oh.
Dot didn't last very long.
Who's Little Dot?
She
Right
was
there.
a cartoon character.
Oh.
It was like she has see-through spots.
That's what I was fixing to say.
Yeah. Every time you'd see her on the cartoon, she'd have a spotted dress on.
Yes,
You remember that, Penny?
yes.
Back.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
They've taken Family Circus off the newspaper now,
Oh, really? Is that she started part of Family Circus?
off the paper.
Oh,
Five of y'all? Huh? Like five of y'all? Altogether, there's 10. But yeah.
well, that's a shame.
Sí. ¿Se la pongo en ollita o en bolsita?
No, she doesn't.
Oh, put that on mute, pretty please. Thank you.
Rook
Who used to play Rook
in college.
In college.
in college? Okay.
Rook cards.
No.
Did you put away the 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s?
I don't remember.
Not that I remember.
I never had any cards that were actually said Rook on them.
Oh, okay.
These plain decks.
Yeah.
I used to have a Rook set, but I don't know where it went. That was the game when my aunts and uncles and grandparents would get together for a long weekend. The adults would play Rook after dinner, and they'd play until way past bedtime. That was how they would sit around and chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in my time when I was a kid, the 42 was the game everybody played.
Yeah. Yeah. 42. Uh-huh. When we
Which
moved
was
to
in-
Texas, go ahead.
Which was invented by two boys, I think they were teenagers here in Texas. It's a Texas
Really?
game.
It's a Texas game, yeah. When we moved to Texas in 1960, my dad said that he and mother had to learn how to play 42 because they wanted to be part of the church group that met after church. And that nobody would play cards, but they would play 42.
Yeah,
Yep.
I remember back when I was a kid, it was a sin to play with cards.
It was, yeah. Yeah, I grew up with some of that same flavor, Dusty.
Yeah,
Is
my
a Rook-
mama wasn't that way.
No, but your daddy was?
No, my daddy most of the time wasn't even in the picture, but I'm thinking about other people out.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. The other people in the
Oh.
church.
Yeah,
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
a Rook.
even people that didn't go to church.
Mm-hmm. That I can remember my grandmother saying that she would not go into the pool hall to look for my grandfather. She'd have to stand outside and holler his name. It was sinful for a woman to go into a pool hall. You just
Sometimes
never
it's sinful
know.
for a man to go in.
Yeah, nowadays it's sinful for a man to go in. That's right. Well, my
So was 42 also a
Dominoes.
Domino's game?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right.
Okay, are they the same thing?
No,
Okay,
I don't like dominoes, but those 5 count things. And I've forgotten how to play 42. It's been so many decades since I played. I would love to get back into it, but I don't know how, because I can't remember how.
You need 3 other people and a set of instructions. I bet you could find them on Google.
I need 3 other people that know how to play, and then we'll be all right.
Yeah, yeah. That's how I would do it. Find 3 people that know how and then have them reteach me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
¿Cómo se llama él?
You all are such fun.
Creo que hay otro cámara
Oh,
de-
the lady's talking behind you, Penny. There you go. Thank you,
hey,
dear.
Martha, we can't see the screen, your screen now. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. It's
Okay, okay.
20 after.
Okay,
Oh.
yes, yes.
Oh, it is.
We've rolled way past cutoff time.
So you were
That's
talking
right.
about frog legs a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I looked up and there's a song called what's it say?
I've forbidden him from eating frog legs. We went to that restaurant, the Flying Fish,
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
and he asked me if he could have frog legs, and I said yes, it'd be fine. And I've had frog legs, and it's fine, but it's not my cup of tea. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
and he ordered these frog legs, and they came all hanging out of the platter and everything. And
Mhm.
he proceeded to make. He sucked those frog legs clean, and I just couldn't handle it.
Was I supposed to be
Yeah.
frog legs?
Yeah, it was. So if he wants, anybody's allowed to take him down there to eat frog legs, but I'm not doing it.
Go Myra. Go Myra. Go Myra. You guys are a hoot. Thank you for this day.
Thank you, guys.
A smile on my face. I hope that's the same for you.
Absolutely. it is.
Absolutely.
Bingo tomorrow, 10:30,
Bingo.
11:30, and 1:30.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. See y'all later.